So some of the basic chords that you need to learn how to play are going to be like G, C, E minor, D, A minor, and F. And there's a couple different variations of the ways that you can play these. And the reason is that chords are made up of 3 notes. And we'll start with those basics because they can add more notes or take away notes and it still be a chord. But on a guitar, you have 6 strings. So you're trying to make 6 strings only create 3 notes. And that's why the shapes are so odd sometimes. So we're going to start with a G. You're going to take your middle finger and you're going to go to the 3rd fret on the low E string, which is the top string, but it's the lowest note. Take your pointer finger and it's going to go 2nd fret A string and try to get them as close to the metal frets as you can without actually being on top of them. Take your ring finger, go to the 3rd fret of the E string, and this is your basic G chord. And hit all 6 strings. Next, a basic E minor chord. You're going to take your first finger, you're going to go to the A string and go to the 2nd fret, and take your middle finger and go to the D string, 2nd fret. Get them as close as possible together, as close as you can to that metal fret. Make sure that none of the strings are buzzing, and then strum. Then you've got C, a basic C chord. You're going to take your first finger, 1st fret of the B string, middle finger, you're going to go 2nd fret of the D string, and 3rd finger, you're going to go to the 3rd fret of the A string. Don't strum the top E string. You're going to leave it muted with your thumb, and just strum all the other strings. And then we're going to play a D. So you're going to take 1st finger, go to the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd finger, you're going to go to the 3rd fret of the B string, middle finger, you're going to go to the 2nd fret of the E string. Don't strum the top 2 strings, so you start at the 4th string. If you need an A minor, you're going to take your 1st finger, 1st fret, B string. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, D string. 3rd finger, 2nd fret, G string. Don't strum the top string, hit all the other strings. That's an A minor. Now we get to the tricky one. So an F chord is actually a bar chord where you bar the whole 1st fret, like a capo. Then you take your middle finger and you play 2nd fret of the G string, and then you make an E minor shape basically with your 3rd and 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the A and D string. So that's an F chord. Now there's a couple cheat chords that you can do to get by the bar chord. So what I do typically is 1st finger on the B string, 2nd finger on the G string, then the same 2 fingers up here on the top. You'll notice that pretty much everything is the same except the bar. It's kind of like, it looks kind of like a C, but it's an F chord there.